Lily with Keller Williams Realty here in Portland, Oregon, here to give you your next monthly market update. So right off the bat, we'll get to it. Inventory of homes is staying steady at 0.8 months, similar to last month. But want to say right here that does not mean we are not seeing an increase in homes. A lot of people think 0.8 months of inventory, we're staying the same, we're still in the screwed place you are if you are a buyer. Not the case at all. We actually saw a significant increase of new listings to the market. It's just that the high demand from buyers that is carrying over from the last year or so is creating the factor that every time a home comes on the market, it's getting swiftly taken off. So we actually saw an increase from 2 months ago. We saw an increase of there was 2,000, about a little over 2,000 new homes in the market. This month we have a little over 4,000 new homes in the market, meaning that there was almost double the amount of new homes coming on, which really shows there's that new motivation from home sellers wanting to get on the market, have the advantage of this hot real estate market, and then also meaning for buyers, there are a lot more opportunities out there to find a home. Yes, there is a lot of competition, but there's a lot more homes coming on, meaning too that a lot of buyers who can do those crazy terms, can go on and do certain things, are going to be already in properties. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a second, but I want to give you some more numbers here. So also for pending sales, we did see a slight increase of a little over 3,000 homes to the market, about 3,400. Closed sales, we also saw an increase of about 2,946 homes to the market. I believe that was a 15% increase in closed sales, so new homeowners in their properties. And with all of that, it just really shows that we are in a market where if you are someone who is thinking of selling your home, time is of the essence. Now, it is going to be a good time to sell probably for the next few years here, but as more homes come on the market, that means more competition for your home. So as a new seller, any other active listing in your area is going to be your competition. So you really want to take advantage of a market when less and less properties are on and buyers are in more high demand. Right now, as I was kind of alluding to earlier, there are so many buyers that have been looking for a while that couldn't buy because of COVID, or there weren't any homes available during COVID, and they are willing to do these terms that are really advantageous for you. They're willing to offer way above list price. They're willing to forego certain contingency periods, now inspections, appraisal, things like that. So as a seller, it's a really, really good time to sell, and I don't think that there will be the same demand. We always say as real estate agents, we don't have a crystal ball, but the way things work out, there's only so many buyers that can do those terms. So as a seller, time is of the essence to some degree that, if you want to sell and you're able to do so now would be a really good time. Same note to buyers, I will say, if you're someone who is really wanting to buy a house, but you're just kind of overwhelmed by the idea of what's happening right now, you're not even sure if it's possible for you and the price point you're looking in, what have you, just know that, again, in my opinion, there's only so many people that can do these terms, so many people that have the cash to buy something outright or to do something where they can have an appraisal gap. Something I've talked about before, so feel free to watch other videos if you're curious what that is. And those people are getting into homes. We had 3,000 pending sales and almost 3,000 new homeowners get homes last month, which means that's less people that are on the market looking now. So if that makes sense, I think in the future here, while there still will be a huge demand, while we still probably won't see a decrease in sales price, I think things will level out to where they are right now to some degree in the next few months here. So some hope for buyers, some motivation for sellers. When it comes to the days on market, we are at 27 days on market at the moment, so went down a little bit more. Just shows again that there's a huge demand from buyers wanting to get into those properties. Average sales price also saw a slight increase now from, I believe it was 5,504 homes to 557,000 homes. So still, or not homes, dollars. Oh, let's keep that. That's, you get what I'm saying. It's, $557,000, not homes. Always thinking in homes here. With that, it's just again to say, people are really, seeing and getting kind of thrown off by the home prices. If you're a seller, you're probably really excited, but if you're a buyer, you're seeing and hearing these stories. I talk to people on a daily basis where I'll say, yeah, I helped a client write an offer for, we looked at a house for $330. It ended up selling for $400K. And that can be really jarring. If you are someone who's out there looking to buy and you go, oh my gosh, this is what's happening right now. If I want to buy a house for $700,000, but the houses in that range are going for $850 or whatever it is, or $800,000, is it even possible? One thing I really want to touch on, which I will do another video here on, maybe I'll shoot that today, is yes, there's huge demand from buyers that is driving up price, driving up offers. That's completely true. On a lot of properties, you are seeing offers, in 10 or more offers. But part of it too is strategic pricing strategy from listing agents. So as a listing agent myself, sometimes I will have this conversation with sellers, and this is something they can decide on themselves, is, hey, do you want to list the price a little bit lower than where we think the home is valued currently? That way you can drive in the most interest from buyers. So let's say, yeah, you have a house that you want to sell for $450, or say like $425. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna list it at $399. That way, buyers who say their max budget is $400, and a lot of them might be like, oh, well, I could pay $425, but let's keep it at $400. Those people will come into your home rather than saying, no, that's too much. They are going to all come in, go to the open houses, make the open houses look really busy. They're gonna call me as your listing agent and say, hey, we're interested in this property. How many offers do you have? We're gonna write an offer. So I can go back to all the other people and say, we have 10 other people that wanna write an offer, and then get the most offers in hand, taking up that price. So maybe actually in the end, we can get you $435, $440, $470, what have you. So that's all just to say that there is a lot of strategy involved. So when you're looking at a property and we say, okay, well, this is gonna sell for $50K over, it's not because it's worth this amount and then it sells for $50K over that amount. There is a little bit of inflation in that right now at the moment, but it's just to say that's not exactly what all that stark jump really means. And then too, as a buyer, if you are someone who, you have that max budget, let's say your max budget for sure is $400K, we're not going to look at the house that's listed for $399 as your listing agent, unless in certain circumstances, or if it's like the house of your dream, sure, we'll go look. But in most circumstances, we're going to be looking at properties about 25 to 50K under what you would like to ultimately pay. That way you have the room to offer up. That way you have the space to say, hey, I'm going to offer 50K over asking, 25K over asking. So that's really the strategies you want to be aware of and play around with if you are looking to buy a home. And then also obviously as a seller, all those things I just said on the selling side, something I'm very happy to talk with you about as well. That all is to say too that, yeah, this is a really intense market, but it is one that is very possible to buy a home. Anecdotally, I will also note, I wanted to say is, things do seem to be shifting slightly. I wrote an offer for someone the other day where there was only 4 offers in hand, and we were really excited about that. It's kind of cool to see, like, okay, yes, it was a townhome, but it was in a really, really cool area, really rad house. So it's cool to see that the demand isn't maybe as insane as it has been in the past. And again, as more buyers get into homes, there's gonna be less competition, and as more properties come on the market, there'll be more options for buyers. Side note again for sellers, good time to sell. Not even trying to be salesy, just giving you the facts. So any questions you may have, I want to wrap this up. I am here, I am available if you are looking to sell your house. I'm happy to again talk to you about those same pricing strategies, see what is best for you, and then also talk about the extensive marketing plans and fun things we can do to get you top dollar for your home. And then as a buyer, if you are looking to talk more about the strategies you can use, being able to find that dream home or being able to buy property now in order to build a ton of equity to buy your dream home later, which is my favorite topic, I am happy to chat with you. Feel free to comment here below. My contact information will be here below, or contact me on whatever platform you are watching this. Looking forward to talking with you. Thanks.